Welcome to WorstedTutorials.com. I'm Brian.
Bradford, welcome.
This is Bradford.
Hello.
Today we're going to tell you how you can replace your entire pedal board with this
Except your volume pedal.
Yeah,
you can't
need to keep a volume pedal. Okay.
Maybe.
Your entire pedal board except for your volume pedal with the Line 6 HX effects that is, as of the filming of this video, just been released. Now you might be asking yourself, why is there a Strymon Big Sky and a Boss RV6 on the table? And we just finished filming a very reverb centric video on HX effects with the brand new reverbs that came out from Line 6. If you're interested in that, check it out. There will be a link below.
Oh, can you put a little box right here in my hands?
I can put it up there.
Right there.
Oh, okay, maybe I can put a box in your head. We'll see. But this video is just going to focus on setting up like a whole pedal board on this thing. What we've got in this patch, I'll just list it from the top. Actually, we can look at the signal flow. We've got, I don't know how well you can see this. We've got a compressor. 1, 2, 3 overdrives.
2 are engaged though. One's just sitting there, right?
2 that you've got available to you, and then the other one you could put in if you wanted to. You could
swap it out.
2 delays, a hall reverb that's sort of always on, just a small reverb, and then 2 of the new Line 6 reverbs that sound great.
Which are in that video.
Yeah, which are in the reverb video.
You'll
and we're playing.
You'll hear them now.
Yeah, you'll hear them now. We're playing this MJT Thinline Telecaster with Porter pickups, Vintage Tele pickups, through Bradford's glorious sounding Kemper profiling amplifier.
Yes, and I'm willing to admit that this is a lot of digital action happening.
I get
it.
But even the Big Sky is digital action.
Neither one of us
has the RV6.
Neither one of us have amps anymore.
No,
so
no.
I mean, this is an amp, but it's not. But
okay, what profile are you using?
What we're using is our buddies at Selah Sounds.
Yeah.
This is from their British pack. It's the red Mark II, number 3. So it's a Jackson of sorts. It's a Jackson Scarlet or
Jackson
something.
Scarlet.
Can we say that?
Is it an AC30 voice?
Oh yeah, it's
like an AC30.
It's
okay.
like Nigel Hendroff's signature amp.
The HX effects can have 9 pedals on it, like in your chain,
at
which you just saw right here in the signal flow. There are 9 pedals on. So the deluxe compressor and the short hall reverb are not assigned to foot switches, and they're just always on. So that's how we have this set up. And if I were going to run a pedal board, if I were going to build a pedal board, this is like the board I would build, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what I would have. I'd have a reverb that's always on and a compressor that's always on.
And a lot of our patches we make for the Helix are pretty much
the same thing.
Same idea. So we took a lot of those ideas and.
So this is the clean tone.
This bridge pickup, just because you need to hear this amp profile as well as.
Okay, so we'll go through the drives. Brad can play and I'll turn on. We've got the Klon and the Timmy set up on our foot switches. The 808 drive is there if you want to use it. You just have to assign it to a switch.
You may want to pull one of those 2 out or something.
Yeah, it'd be like you'd have choices if you wanted to, but just available to you at any time, the Klon and the Timmy, and you can stack them, so you can basically get 3 drive sounds. So Brad's gonna play, and I'm just gonna turn these on and off so you can hear it. Okay, so the drives sound like actual real overdrives.
I was so into it, I think I knocked this guitar out of tune. I was just slamming it.
Let's do this. We'll show you what the Tubescreamer sounds like. I'll show you how easy it is to sort of dial that in. So you go to the signal flow, and you just you select over your Tubescreamer. So let's say we're gonna take we're gonna leave the Klon in, take the Timmy out.
That's a good choice.
Oh, thank you. So we're going to take the Timmy effect. We moused over to it. I'm just going to tell it to not be assigned to a foot switch. So now it's off.
None.
Now it was on foot switch 1. So now we'll go over to our Tubescreamer, and we're going to assign it to foot switch 1. So now when we come out of here, it says Scream 808
Yahtzee.
and Klon. Okay, so now this is what the Tubescreamer sounds. So that takes care of your drive sound. So you can have lots of different tones. That
Whatever
was
you
like
want.
a great Tubescreamer sound.
That was nice.
Okay, so the next thing we have set up are some delays. So we have a quarter note delay, which is a tape delay, and then we have the Adriatic delay, which we have set up as dotted eighth note delay, which are, you know, like if I'm going to have two delays on my board, I'm going to have a quarter note and a dotted eighth note delay. Now these effects,
worship sounds.
Yes, because of the edge from YouTube. Thank you. So these are not new sounds to Helix, but you will be able to hear what they sound like going into a Kemper,
which I think sounds better.
What do you want? That's a video for another day.
Let's do dotted eighth.
Okay.
Dotted eighth.
Dotted eighth delay, quarter note delay.
By itself.
Okay, but there you go. You can set these delays up to sound however you'd like. This is pretty much just how either Brad or I would set up our delays for, you know, covering, you know, basic, you know, modern worship sounds. Which, if you're not a modern worship sound player, like what does that mean? Think U2 meets Coldplay.
That's perfect. And I hate how accurate that is.
Okay.
Hey, here's the other cool thing. You can run these together in series, or you can run them in parallel. But that's
parallel.
You should just Google that. We ain't got time for that.
Yeah, but you have that option, which is
in other words,
really
they won't
nice.
play into each other. Like you'll have a dotted eighth and a quarter note that get merged together in the output. But doesn't have to be stereo either. But it's another story.
Okay, so the next thing we have are a couple reverbs. We have the Glitz and the Ganymede. The Glitz, it's kind of its own thing. In the Helix, Ganymede sounds a lot like this Boss RV6. Again, check out the modulate setting. Check out the video about the reverbs.
We like
reverb.
reverb.
What we're talking about.
So it gets its own.
Yeah.
video.
So Brad will play. Yeah. And we'll turn these on. And let you hear them.
Sounds like worship verb.
So there you go. You can have, with this one pedal, two drives at your feet with a third on tap if you want to switch it out. You can have two delays, and you can have two reverbs with another one that's kind of always on, and a compressor that's always on. This right here, this patch, would cover like 99.9% of the songs. If you're like in a typical, you know, contemporary worship band, this will cover almost all your bases on one pedal.
Whether you're a lead guitarist or a worship
lead or
leader.
rhythm. So Brad, you dialed something in. What?
Actually, correction, I did not dial anything in. I hit 3 buttons.
So what did you turn on here?
Klon, which is one of my favorite overdrive sounds ever. A little bit dotted eighth, analog delay, and then this big old verb. Because that is how you worship lead guitar. Or how you Coldplay, either one.
Yeah, so, you know, HX Effects is such a killer pedal. It does so much, and it sounds so good. Running into, you know, what is essentially like an amp on its own.
Yeah.
So, like, outside of the Helix amp platform, this is just a great option if you're wanting to consolidate pedals or add just, you know, a whole bunch of options. You can have, so you can use this thing for the snapshot functionality. So you can, like you could go here and hit your snapshots, 1, 2, and you could set these up to have all different sounds. You can actually set these up to change the parameters of the pedals themselves. So you can turn your mix on, or your mix and your time on your reverb from here to here with a snapshot.
Make them bigger
to
not
make
have
just
to
a really ambient sound and then go back.
So you don't have to have, because you only have 6 sounds on buttons.
Yeah.
So you can have one verb program, but if you want it to sound 3 different ways,
you could do it with snapshots. You know what I think most people will do is probably, if someone's interested in the HX effects, probably keep a few pedals, like maybe some drives.
Yeah.
I would guess a lot of people are probably interested in this to replace delays and reverbs. But it can replace all of your overdrives and compressor as well and sound really good doing it.
It can do whatever, really. Everything it does very well.
So Brad and I make, if you're not aware, Brad and I make Helix patches that you can use, like some
basic... That you can put on your jacket. It says Helix.
No, not leather jacket patches.
Oh.
Okay. So...
Who knows? Now we may.
We might, you know.
Helix user. Oh, they'll tell you. If they use a Helix, they'll tell you.
Yes.
They're just like CrossFitters.
So you can download Helix patches from us at worsttutorials.com. But now we are going to start making HX effects patches as well. So we're still going to kind of tweak this, but eventually this patch, like pedalboard 1, will be available to download. We'll have like some reverb patches you can download, but also song specific patches where you can go, here into this snapshot mode. It'll say verse, bridge, chorus, solo, and that kind of thing, where we'll have different sections for specific songs. You can just do so much with it. Hopefully that helps you understand what you can do with the Line 6 HX effects. It is an awesome pedal. And definitely check out the reverb portion, that the other video that we made, comparing reverbs to the Big Sky and the RV6. Thanks for watching.
Bye.